Hi there, you wonderful creators. How you doing? This is Ash. Welcome to Ash White Slots. And today I am a piranha plant, and I'm still stuffy from the con crud. So yeah, so I'm dealing with that, and we're going to be doing a drinking right. I had to hold off on my drinking right because of the con crud that somebody gave me after I did so much work to keep from getting it. So it wasn't the Padidi kind. It was just the regular people dirty and don't wash their hands. So I got that. So anyway, I hope everybody's been doing well. It's been a while, long time no see. How is everything going? And I might be sniveling and all that kind of stuff. I got my tissue, I got my wipes, I got my tea and water. So drink it right. Drink it right today is gonna be pretty tame. Gotta get my tea and my water. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me what you're writing. And my nuts. Got my nuts. Where you see the chibi? Do I have it? Oh, maybe on the other screens. Yep. Thank you. I got some more um chibis coming. Let's see. Let's get all the timers up. Let's move to the correct planner. See what shit have about. Hey, hey. Hope you're doing well, Leia. Hi there, Cameo. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is I made this for the hubby to wear at the convention. Probably I'm gonna recash it, but no, it's been cleaned and everything, spot clean. So hopefully it's fine. I hope I don't sound way too stuffy or you can't understand me. But yes, yes. Hello, hello. So this was I modified it a little bit to get the PD. I put a couple petals for the PD Piranha. Now it's not like the official look of him that I wanted to be able to do, um, because he definitely has green lips. But I'm gonna remake it. So currently I'm making another one so I can get the time down because I thought it took me about 6 hours to do, and that was just me improperly timing myself. So I want to do a retime it, so I had to go ahead and do a new app. Let me see what the name of the app is. I'm trying to sit here and think of it. I still got a cold. Yeah, I can't think. Okay, so I have a new app, and it's showing. I don't know. Maybe I should probably go back. No, I want the chat to start showing up. I don't know why the chat isn't showing up now on there. You know what? We're gonna work with it, but it has like a little timer on it, and it counts my rows. So far I have 10 hours and 7 minutes on working on another one, and I still have to do the teeth, the attach the petals in the back, and then the actual vines. So and the piranha plants on the end, which this one it still needs spots. But so I gotta fix. I think that's it. That's all I got left on this one. But on the other one, I'm already at 10 hours. So I'm like, ugh. But anyway, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this on. Start getting hot. Y'all see me up here sweating. But tell me what you're working on, what we're writing on. We're gonna do our first sprint 10 minutes after the hour, which would be great because I think I need to blow my nose. So I need to get my tissue and wipes ready. It's looking like it. Yes, putting it in. So somebody recommended, it's an app. What is this called? What is this called? It's got a little giraffe figure on it. It's called Crochet Land. Crochet.land. I think you got to put the dot in there. But it so you can time your stuff and you can put it in as different projects. And it made me really think, like, even when I'm like, oh crap, I messed up the row about halfway through, I need to go back. I'm going to switch back and forth between my newsletter and editing the draft of my novel. Awesome, Leah. Good. Let's see. Hey, everyone. Sam, hey. I like gloves. What do you mean? I know Z he wore some green gloves. He did the whole green bodysuit for this outfit. But yeah, this stream is gonna be pretty laid back. I'm gonna try my best to do as much as I can because, like I said, I'm still kind of getting over the con crud. Like, we went to MegaCon. It was big. It was fabulous. It was a little more expensive than it normally was, which was a bummer. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And once I finish with that, convention, it was just like I'm just gonna chill out. And normally it would take me about 3 days, and then I'll be getting back to normal. But it took me a bit longer, so I couldn't have the stream last week because I sounded terrible. I had a grown man voice, and it was fabulous and horrible at the same time. So just getting there. But okay, yeah, we're almost ready for the next sprint. Well, the first sprint. What am I talking about? Let me get that one up. Let me get the keys up. So we'll go ahead and get started. It's 10 minutes after the hour. We're going to go ahead and do the first sprint. I'm going to use this one as kind of a warm-up because I did do some sprinting earlier today, and it was for another story. So this one is particularly for my novel. So we're gonna work with that. So I'm going to go ahead and put 20 minutes on the clock. 20 minutes. And I'll be back. Good luck. Happy writing. All right, all right. Let's move to that break. How did you do? What'd you do? Let's see. Put the time with it. Hope that first one went well. That was more of kind of planning what I'm going to be writing for this part. I had 203 words, but that's kind of like the, what's that thing called? The beginning summary of the chapter. The summary, that's what it's called. So, yes, welcome everybody who came in during the sprint. Let's see. Tenzo, I hope it's Tenzo boy. Helen from the Philippines, glad to have you. I do have a buddy at my artist for my comic book, Voodoo Legends, is there. He's currently in the process of getting married. I haven't heard anything since from January, but there are some times where we kind of go without talking to each other for like a few months. But I'm like, shoot, I'm ready to go ahead and get started whenever you are. But then he told me he was getting married. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a while. Awesome. Glad you're getting your editing done. That is something I do dread doing, is editing. Man, oh man. Oh, y'all. It look real pretty, the name. Welcome. Thank you for coming through. Okay. Awesome saucy. What kind of stuff do you do on your channel? See, it says vlog in your name. What you do on your channel? You do art or writing or anything else? Crafting, possibly? Crochet, maybe? Or anything like that? These revisions have turned into a mini rewrite. Okay. Good. As long as you love it. As long as you love it. Hey there. Hope you're doing well. We are just on our break. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah. We're just on our break. OCG. We did the first sprint. We're gonna be heading into another sprint after 7 minutes, 7 minutes 20 seconds, 7 minutes 4 seconds. Sorry. Um, come up for me, and we'll be working on that sprint. Doing okay after I got the con crud from Snowly, because I survived. Me and the kids survived, and we made it out. Con crud happens. We understand, but normally we're able to make it out fine because we do our best to kind of protect ourselves. Keeping our hands washed and all that kind of stuff, and trying to make sure we're not touching our faces and all that good stuff. But talk with leave it up to Z. Z was the one who was wearing this initially. I made this for Z. So it was supposed to, I had to modify it a little bit to make it the PD Piranha. Now, unfortunately, I had already done the lips. So lips should be green. So I am going to make another one for him. But it also, making another one was in order to see how long it really does take me to make it. I estimated that it was like 6 to maybe 8 hours. And so far, I'm already 10 hours in, and I still have to do all the detail work on it. I still have to do the spots on the other one, which they're not going to be spots, they're going to be like veins, and then the teeth and the vines, and then the other smaller piranha plants. So I have a lot. So it's a hood, yeah. Oh yeah, it's not a hoodie, it's a hood. I can take it all the way off. I say it, which is probably gonna come off because it's not. But yeah. Oh yeah. So somehow we survived, but we had to spend 8 9 hours and 8 9 hours together in the car right after. And Z had already got it like on Saturday, so Sunday it all settled in, and then we rolled back on Monday, and so there was no way we weren't gonna catch it. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he should be in trouble. He should be. Stay connected. We'll do. We'll do. Where's he? Yeah, getting blamed. Bunny. Who else could it be? Who else could it be? But yeah, so he got it, which I mean it was understandable. He was wearing a the cosplay. When you go to a convention, you wear a cosplay. You gonna have to you gonna have to 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 pose with people and be closer. Whereas me, I was sitting at my table most of the time. I knocked over the thing. I was sitting at the table most of the time, so I didn't have people trying to get up real close to me. So, but anyway, yeah. So we'll do it. But I'm doing another one. I want to make one that is the Chomper from Plants vs. Zombie. And then I also want to do Archery 2, in which Archery 2 is the one that I'm using to time myself in order to see how long it really takes. And like I said, I still have to do the detail work on it. I finished the actual hood. Like I can put, I know what is behind the curtain. But the actual hood, I can at least, I have that. And that was already 10 hours. So I was like, okay. So it does take me a little bit longer. I thought it was about 8. So now I know how to price it if I decide to start selling them or anything like that. But the first thing I had to do was actually go for the kitty hats. We sure did call them patient zero. So is. If you feel comfortable, Love to see y'all cosplays. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we posted them on the Discord. Um, with the cosplay because I dressed up as uh I couldn't find. I had my rabbit hood. I wanted to find my rabbit hood to wear that in purple and everything, but I couldn't do it. And I was hoping to finish the Chomper version of the hat for Plants vs Zombies, and I did not. I did not finish it. It needed spikes. It needed teeth. So that'll be the next time y'all see me. I'll be wearing that one. But that the spikes are so far up, y'all ain't gonna be able to see it. I had to be on the big share version. So once I do that, I will show y'all. Make sure y'all see it. And yeah, absolutely. Go into Discord, get them pictures, and you got any, put them in there. We're trying to make a share channel for any other cosplays, but as long as we get my time down for finishing up the Audrey version of it, then I'll know. Because people keep asking me about making some for them for custom. Because if we just do the regular now, since this had the PD stuff, it probably took a little longer than it would from a regular. And then the Audrey one is gonna have a different set of spots. So I should have timed the purple, the Chomper one, but because that one didn't need it, it only needed 2 extra leaves versus what Audrey needs. Audrey needs a lot. She's a lot more leaves. But anyway, yeah, I'm here talking about all this crochet and stuff. Yeah, yeah. So like I did, I thank you much. Thank you much. I said I was a Oogie Boogie because I made a Oogie Boogie hood, and then I have this brown dress that looks real good with it because it's pretty close to the color. So I just use that. I like when I do any kind of cosplays, it's mostly pretty much closet cosplay. I made a dress before. It was like an overall dress, and that was so I could be well, no, I guess I can't really say cosplay because I definitely had a shell that I had for my Bowser one, in which I would like to do that one again. I would like to update it to the Tiger Bowser version. So one of these days I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I am considering that one. But that's like I gotta pull out the sewing machine, possibly embroidery. It's gonna be a whole thing. So all right, so we are now into the second sprint. I'm gonna turn the music back on and oh, thank you. So go ahead and get the music back on. We're gonna go ahead and do it and actually start the timer at the proper time. And then anytime I pop off the camera, I'm probably blowing my nose or trying to eat something. In which I'm having healthy snacks. I have some mixed nuts here and some salad. How you find the Discord? Oh, that's Z has Discord. So Z, if you want to put the Discord in there, you can put it in there. I am considering doing one myself for like the writing and everything, but I definitely would have the craft side. Because I'm like half and half. Half the time I'm writing or half the time I'm doing some kind of craft. So yeah, so one of these days I'll get on it. But all right, so let me get this started, and hopefully while we're getting spruced up, we can get the Discord link up in there slowly. All right, happy writing. All right. How did we do? How did we do? How did we do? That one was pretty cool. I don't think I went over what I had on the first one. So I had 203 words on the first one, and now I'm at 359. I'm still kind of working out what I was supposed to be writing in this chapter. I think this is actually going to need to be 2 chapters. Because I have the elements from each one of the characters that, you know, what they're doing. So I put them together, and I was like, oh, there's a piece that doesn't make sense, which was left out of the previous draft. Well, a piece that was missing from the previous draft, I put it in there, and then now I'm like, uh-oh. It creates a bit of a rift. So I might actually need to spend the next sprint going over the time, like the timeline, to make sure everything makes sense. Because this is a fantasy, like an urban fantasy, but it's not Earth. It's another area. So I gotta get right. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get right. So how did you do? How did you do? It's gonna be 156 words here. Thank you much. Thank you much. Now this one I made it for for what's his name? Z. I'm still sick. Still got the con crud. I can't wait. I'm gonna do it again so I can make it even more PD. But yes, thank you very much. It is a hood. I want to do a Bowser one. I keep wanting to do some freehand crochet, in which I have a Bowser pattern because I want to do it, but it was very involved. It's like 40 pages long. So compared to this, which is like 8 pages, I don't know, let's see, 10 pages. It's 10 pages long for this one with big old pictures in it. So the Bowser one is super involved. So I want to do that, but I would love to do a hood, in which would probably just mean I would need to do, like, you know, the Bowser face. But I think the hood would need to come down even further because well, I guess it would, because I mean I wouldn't do lips. I would just keep going with the hood part of it, the like the red part. So I don't know. I'll see what we can do. What we can do. I'm considering doing, art. Like I want to do art and write for my career. I do not want to go back to work whatsoever. Right. Lou, wash your hands. I mean, yes. I had to get off camera. I had to go on one. I had to make sure. I'm trying to keep everything as clean as possible. I have my spray, in which I need to probably. Well, I guess don't. I ain't gonna spray. I guess I shouldn't spray now. I changed out my keyboard stuff so I can make sure I wasn't like keeping everything like terrible. I don't know. I'm like tired, y'all. still stuffy and sick. So what? How'd y'all do on that one? I need to get my music up. That one's about to. No, it's not. I got a good. Oh, I did the good one. I got the big one on that one. But yeah, let's see. I had to pull it. I had to pull it. Go through it. I have to get rid of this yarn too. I had to get rid of yarn because it was a problem. I really wanted to make a whole bunch of stuff, and then I would just get this one pattern, like this chomper pattern. Like pretty much, I have 2 more in the works for it, and then I'm gonna do this one over because it needs to have green lips if it's PD, green striped lips, actually. So working on that. I'm gonna drink. Yeah, this is the time. Let me remind you, please go get some water if you need it. Tea or anything that you're trying to, vitamins, whatever you're doing to keep yourself not getting sick. Like don't go to the conventions and with your significant others who get sick because everybody want to be in their face at the convention because they got awesome cosplay stuff on. So. Yeah, but I'm drinking tonight's drinking right is like I said, is tea. I can't do any alcohol. I'm not feeling great. So I have the Love Organic, a heartwarming touch of rose, chamomile, and lavender. I think it's called Puka. Is it Puka? Pukka. So that is what I'm drinking on today to keep myself warm. Let's see. Hopefully next week we can get back to normal with regular drinking rights. Because I got so much butter pecan moonshine. Some of it, I brought some down to go with me to the convention down in Florida. And I drank probably 2 shots of it. And we were just already so tired from the convention that it wasn't like, stay up late drinking. So I didn't even try. And yeah, so then I already had stuff at home too. Got takeout. Yeah, get the food. Acquire nom noms. Get the food. Get some food in you. I want it in my tummy. That's what I'll do. I was eating a salad with a little bit of tuna on it. Some of the like Thai chili tuna flavor, just like one of those tuna packets. A real easy dinner. I know the family's having spaghetti and stuff, and I just felt like this was gonna be too heavy for me. Too heavy. Although it would have been nice because it was like a turkey meat, turkey spaghetti, the ground The ground meat was turkey, and we got this. We have the for Z's stomach. We get the now I got hiccups. Look at that. This is great. Just everything's. um, Z likes the sensitive ragu. Is it ragu? I think it's ragu. Or it could be prego. But one of the like it's a sensitive to tomato sauce, like spaghetti sauce, and it actually tastes really good. A lot of times when we get into those specialized diet items, it doesn't taste good, and then some of the sensitive ones still hurt his stomach. So, but the one that we have, I think it's prego. I don't know, Z, if you want to say in there, because I would have to go and look at the bottle, but it works for him. So they're in there eating that, and they're not. Maybe once I start feeling better, I can go ahead and do this because we got like the Texas toast and stuff. Because I finally roasted a garlic, like a clove, like the garlic thing. I finally did that. I finally cut off the top, put some olive oil up on there, and then when I did it, and then put it in the oven. Man, the best garlic spread. Put a little butter up in there. It was the best. And I would love to have been able to eat some of that with some spaghetti tonight. But like I said, I'm all stuffed up and everything, so that means my taste buds ain't gonna be working right. So let me just go ahead and drink my tea and eat a salad. And it's pretty much almost halfway gone. I think it's halfway gone, and that's just because I don't want to. I don't want anything heavy right now. I'm gonna eat something heavy later. But yeah, I have roasted garlic, man. Ooh, I tell you, I didn't know. Like, I love garlic. Like, if a recipe called for garlic and it be like a tablespoon, there ain't no way. You should see the heaping tablespoons I be putting up in there. So, I remember noticing it maybe 2 years back, that how much diced garlic I put into stuff. Like, it's sometimes sometimes I feel like it, I'll get just the garlic cloves and do it myself, but a lot of times I will go to Sam's and I will see that little jar of garlic, chopped garlic, and put that in there. Ooh, yes, same. Sweet onions, don't do me. There's so much onion in. And we double seasoned in this house. I had to tell my daughter, teaching her how to cook and all that kind of stuff. And, that was the thing. Double seasoned up in here. It don't matter. You could go ahead and chop up some onions, chop up some garlic, or if you in a pickle, you can go get some of that chopped garlic already. And I like the roasted chopped garlic too. Put that up in there. But you better put some garlic powder and some onion powder in there too. Like, we double seasoned up in this house. Just so you know. So... It starts by we double season in this house. Stop playing. So, but yeah, let's get back to it. Let's put another 20 minutes on the clock. We're gonna do another 20-minute sprinting, and like I said, tonight is pretty kind of leisurely for me. So you're not gonna see too much typing. I'm just kind of working out the first parts of the chapter and making sure that I'm ready for another writing thing tomorrow, because I definitely did write earlier today on Chelsea's stream, and then I think I just kind of tired myself out because I had to run some errands after. So hopefully for Amanda's stream tomorrow, Amanda the author, her streams she's doing a 2:00 stream I think tomorrow, so definitely check her out. And Chelsea does her streams Thursdays from 11 till 2. So definitely check out Written in Melanin. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this 20 minutes. I'm going to be talking too much. And I'm always talking too much. Oh, look. Okay, so yeah, we'll start now. And we should be back at 25 after. Happy writing. All right, all right. How did we do? Let's go to the break screen. And oh shoot, we're not gonna be able to do a whole. Well, we can probably do. I don't know. Maybe that could be the last one for the night. I mean, we could go after. That's totally fine. Let's do the 10-minute time. Let's start. Break time. How you did? Oh, also, I hit 200 subscribers. Woo 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 woo. Thank you for subscribing. That's nice. Then I didn't even. What would I start at? I don't know how many I started at. I was shocked. That's awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining me. And I will have to check everything, but I did look on it when I saw the message. So thank you. So how did you do? For this one I got up to 585 words. Like I said, I'm working out something in which I figured it out. How to best handle the situation, because like I said, I'm trying to plant. Well, I've said before, and I'm trying to plant seeds for later on in the series. So, some good callbacks from the first book. So with this drafting, when I added the piece, it kind of walked up some stuff. They added the piece that I was missing, and I needed to try to mention sooner. And so now I think I got to clear it up. So I've worked it out a little bit. Thank you. Thank you very much. And yeah, so how did y'all do? Hope you did well or chilled. Whatever you want to do. All of it works. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like I'm still a little under the weather. So and yeah. I've been taking a lot of medication. Dayquil, NyQuil, my regular medication for my back. Oh, monthly medication. Doing that. So I'm like cocktailed up. So I'm starting to feel a little loopy. It's probably because I'm starting to get hot in this hood too. It's probably adding to it. But I guess until again, there's something I did want to mention. Since I had been out and sick, I did start a series called The Lunar Chronicles. Well, not start the series. I'm pretty much finishing the series because now I'm on Winter, which is book 4. But there was a in between book, so it's like a retelling of fairy tales like Cinderella, Rapunzel, Snow White, and stuff like that. And but it's a dystopian. And I think the first one came out like in 2014. But I was looking for a series where it was a fantasy series, or it's like an urban fantasy kind of like, so it's the Earth, and basically you just had people who went up to the moon, and they would like send down resources and stuff, and then they decided that they wasn't gonna do that no more. They were gonna be their own nation up there. So they separated, and then something about what's in the materials of the moon made it to where they could start manipulating, sensing and manipulating, understanding bioelectricity. So like they can kind of make you see what they want you to see. A mind control type thing. Shape. It seems like they're shape shifting, but it's not. It's just kind of like they're just making your mind's eye, making your eyes see something, but say like cameras can't. So anyway, it's a retelling of kind of sort of retelling of fairy tales. So the first one is about Cinder, and she's a cyborg, and they're dealing with a plague that's going around. It's been going around for like 16 years, and the lunar queen wants to make a alliance. Well, marry the emperor in order to get to become the empress of China. Well, it's like a lot of countries kind of mesh together. So a lot of countries kind of, they're having this huge 100 years of peace and everything until they started fighting with the lunar folks. So the way the author was able to put like a whole bunch of little tidbits that showed up in the next story, even the first story had seeds in it that are not exactly explained. Like it's kind of like, I like how she did it. She has a seed, she plants it, and then it grows throughout the story, but you don't realize that's what's growing until you're like, oh, that's what that makes sense. And so I'm on the fourth book, and so some things that were questions unanswered in the first book are now being answered. And then also, I like each book is like this. They're rebelling against this tyrannical queen, and I think she could be considered. So she's like the evil stepmother. So she's the stepmother of the Snow White character, and she could also be like the Sleeping Beauty, the mother of Sleeping Beauty. What was it? The fairy, Maleficent. Yeah. So I guess she could be in that area too, like maybe a combination of them two. She crazy. Now I don't want to say like crazy. I'm gonna say crazy, but she is messed up. She is not doing good. She do really bad things. But like I said, you see seeds of the stuff. You see the personality of this this enemy getting worse and worse, but you realize that it's always been there. It's just been carefully crafted to look like it wasn't. And then there's also the enemies. The enemies are getting more and more advanced. So as we move through the story, the team is getting a bit bigger. Each one of the books has like is a title character, and they are going to be into the crew of Cinderella, who so it starts with Cinder, then it moves on to Scarlet, so Red Riding Hood, then Cress, which is Rapunzel, and then Winter. So as you progress through the story, they're all getting together, and the people that they are making connection with, fall in love with, and all that kind of stuff, they become this team. So right now I'm like halfway through the last book. I'm very much so enjoying it, and because I wasn't feeling good and I was like pretty much kind of laid up, I've been listening to that story this past week, and I have not been so excited about what's going to happen in the end, because I love listening to books, so it's like you just listening to mess. So I love it. Ooh, what's about to happen? So I'm really enjoying it, and it was nice to find a series that I like, because I did listen to Delicious Monsters, and I love that too. So I started with Delicious Monsters, and I tell you, it's nice to see an author who can kind of really switch up the tone, I guess the type of story they're telling. I think that really kind of shows how good of an author you can be, because Leslie Lazelle Sandberry, I think Lazelle, their Bloodlight Magic, and then Bloodlight Fate, the duology, and then the Delicious Monsters, completely different stories and such unique sounding, unique character voices of the story. Now they're around the same ages, the main characters of these stories, but they're completely different atmospheres and stuff like that. So awesome. I love the Delicious Monsters, in which I might have to do a video. I might have to do a video. It was freaking awesome. And I saw the interview that Chelsea did with her, and I was just jealous. So yeah. So anyway, how did y'all do? I ain't nobody say nothing. But yeah, I could talk for a long time on that, because it was freaking awesome. I really enjoyed the Lunar. I'm enjoying the Lunar Chronicles. This is the ending. Well, I heard there's a short story and some graphic novels for the Lunar Chronicles, so short story collection and graphic novels for the Lunar Chronicles collection. So I'm probably gonna scarf those down to continue on, unless I was like super delirious. Like once I start feeling better, then be like, what's going on? But from what my imagination is telling me, with the stories that are being given, Delicious Monsters and the Lunar Chronicles are like the business. So I'm gonna go over that. With Delicious Monsters, I finished that right before I got sick. So a little bit before I got sick. That was the last book I did, and I liked it enough to even do the co-read. Like you read and listen to the audiobook, and audiobook was great. So really enjoyed it. But yeah, so we got several words done. I got 585. I finally figured out something that kind of got messed up, in which is the seed that I want to plant for that's going to show up in the next book. And my enemies already, I know with sequels and stuff, you want your enemy to get worse and worse and worse. So I already had that pretty much laid out. It was something that could open it up to continue on after the initial 3 books, which I'm starting to think is going to be 4, because there is a character that I really like playing around with that I had throughout all 3, like draft 1 of each one of the first 3 stories, and now I'm like, I need him to have his own his own thing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do, it might be 4, but right now it won't mess up the story if I make a decision yes or no. So we're gonna keep with that. But yes, so I got 585 words. I do hope y'all did wonderful. I think I am gonna call it, because it is getting harder and harder to kind of concentrate when I'm reading through it, and I think it's just because I'm just getting sleepy. So I need to go and take my NyQuil. I probably got like an hour and a half, I think, on the timer for the NyQuil before I can take it. So I'm gonna have to go do something. Maybe I just go ahead and go to bed. We'll figure it out. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight for tonight's writing sprint. I'm so sorry that I'm still affected by the con crud. I thought I was good, and now that I'm like actually sitting at my desk and stuff, it ain't the best. But we'll keep going. Next time when I get on here, maybe I'll have the Audrey version of the hood done, and I can wear that. And at a good time, so y'all know how long it truly does take for these things to get made. But yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Come take care of me. So, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you again. Bye.